Hey, welcome to Maximum Bat Speed. Want to do this video today, and this video is going to consist of a drill that I do and build my swing plan that I have on my website. It's a 2-hour and 45-minute video, and I break down the swing piece by piece. Starts with a great setup, and then from there to a great gather, and so on and so on. And this stage of the swing right here is very crucial, and I do this when I'm working with students, whether I'm working with little league players or youth players or college players. I do this drill all the time, and I'm going to explain to you what I do. And I think for you as a parent or you as a coach, I think it'll really benefit you. And again, this is one of the drills that I have in my swing build your swing plan that I have on my website, and very informative step by step on how to build your swing and scaffolding it so that the player can retain the drills and retain the information, retain the mechanics that's needed in order to continue to build your swing at a higher level. So let's get started here. So what I want you to see here, what I'm doing here is this, and this is what I do. I have a player set up, right? And then what they're doing here is they're starting to swing. What I basically do is this. I have them hit into a pad, okay? And now I'm just going to explain something to you right here, what I do. Now this right here, this red little box here represents a contact pad. And what a contact pad is this. You see these contact pads with martial artists where a person just sticks their fingers into a glove, and a boxer or a martial artist will hit into it. Well, this is what I use. I use a contact pad. I stick my hand in there and I allow, or I let the player hit into the contact pad. Okay, now you see this player right here, what she's doing right here. Okay, now, and what I have her do is basically just, or he, it doesn't matter, I have them set up and then boom, hit right into it. Okay, and what I'm checking for right here is checkpoints. Okay, now the thing that you have to understand here is this. You got to just do this over and over and over, and the most important thing for this drill right here is that the players are applying everything that we learned up to this part here. And that's why it's so important to build a swing, and that's why my video, I believe, would be so helpful for you, because by the time they get to this stage right here, I'm already looking at, okay, is the player applying great pullback? Are they applying very good resistance? Are they applying smooth tempo? Are they applying very good weight transfer? Okay, and now are they applying very good leveling? Now after the leveling and all that area has been established, now I'm going to the pad. So you can see here why it's important to understand that building your swing in a sequential manner is so important. So again, what I have the player do is I have them set up, and by this time now I say, okay, let's apply everything we learned to this point and just let's hit into the pad. Now what I'm looking for at this stage of the swing right now is this. If the elbow working up to the height of the mouth, is the forearm below the elbow, is the bat below the hands? Okay, and this is beautiful mechanics right here this player is applying right here. And do they have a hitter's box? Okay, and by the hitter's box, you want a hitter's box like this, because this shows me that the player is going to hit to and through the ball. Are they transferring their weight right here? You can see how beautifully this player has transferred her weight right here, where you can see that there's definitely been a beautiful weight transfer here. Now if I back this up again, and I'm just going to back this up again so you can see what's going on here. Just pay attention right now, just what's going on with the lower body right here. Watch her back foot. You can see here how she's transferring her weight, how her back foot scoots up. And the reason why is by this stage of the swing, I have already taught the player how to use their lower body correctly, and that's because she's firming up against a firm front side, or she gets to a great heel plant. From there everything stops and bam, hits into the pad. Now this drill right here is very important. Again, the reason why is because many times coaches are telling their players, they want their players, or when they're working with them, immediately let's start working off the tee, or let's start doing some soft toss, but yet they don't even have the correct angles to even hit into a pad. Now again, by building your swing in a sequential manner the way I do and build my swing plan, it's going to help you as a parent, as a coach, to know how to either work backwards or know when to move forward. And again, right here, this is a checkpoint, is very important. Again, at this stage of the swing, you want the elbow working up to the height of the mouth. You want to see the forearms below the elbow, and again, the bat squaring right into the pad with the barrel below the hands with a very good hitter's box. Again, you can see how beautiful the lower body is right there. You can see how beautifully she's firming up against a firm front side. Now, none of this can take place, okay, unless you already have instructed the student or your child on how to do all this stuff that I just mentioned to you. That's why it's so important to do drills, and my video has all kinds of drills on how to gradually build your player, your child, into applying certain methods. Now once they do this right here, what I do next, once they master this very well, what I basically have them do is this. I go to the next stage of the swing, which is the extension part of the swing, which is, post-contact stage of the swing, and then what I do is I put the pad pretty much way out here, okay? So basically what the player's doing now is this. They're starting back from here, and now either I have them back up or I go further forward. So now they're getting to this stage of the swing. Now I'm checking their checkpoints, right, their angles right here. Is the elbow still up to the height of the mouth? Is the forearm still below the elbow? Is the barrel still below the hands? Does she still have, or does he still have, the arms able to still extend through the ball? And you can see here, these are beautiful mechanics right here. Watch how beautiful she's hitting off a firm front side, how beautiful this player right here is using her lower body right here, and how well her back foot has released. And all this again is done by you explaining to your student, to your child, that there's a process, okay? There's a sequential manner or process that must take place before a player can even get to this stage right here. Now from here, once they do this over and over and they start hitting into the pad, and again, they're going to just feel the impact, because their body by this time again they've been taught to how to use the lower body, okay? How to use resistance, how to use top hand torque, how to use good weight transfer, how to use the proper leveling, letting the elbow work up to the height of the mouth. And again, by that I mean this. I'm always telling my students when I'm working with them, let's get some good leveling, and they know what that means just because of the process or the sequence in which we learn to hit the ball. And watch how the elbow now, as they get to this stage of the swing right here, post contact, now the elbow is worked up to the height of the mouth, and you can see that there's a big difference between where the elbow was down here to where it is now. Now if I go to this stage right here, you can see again where the elbow is, and what they do now is just hit to the ball and through the ball. Now this drill right here is a very, very good drill to work with your students. I really think it will help you. And my video that I produce explains all these different stages of the swing, how to build your swing in a sequential manner. And again, my system has been used by coaches nationally. I've been very blessed to be able to get great results with my students, and other coaches sharing with me great testimonies of what they've experienced. This drill again is a contact drill with the pad. I recommend for you as a parent to use it, as a coach to use it, and if you want to learn more about the rest of the swing, order my video. I really believe it will benefit you or your child to just learn how to swing without being pressured to continue to grow in a high level swing. My best to you.